Memorex.
Polaroid.
What's that?
Polaroid. I don't know, memorize Polaroid. There you go.
That's right. So we have our list of, we're gonna go through our rudiments again, like we do for warm-up, single stroke rolls, double stroke roll, buzz roll, paradiddle, flam, flam tap. And then tap flam is our new one for today, the opposite of flam tap. And we'll explore that in a few spots in the book. I'll reference that, those page numbers. So then we're gonna go through the scores, the 2-4, the 4-4. We're gonna introduce the 3-4, which would be really easy. And if we have time, the 6-8, but maybe not the 6-8, because I don't think you have any 6-8s, right? You said.
We do.
Oh, you do have some. Okay.
Yeah, we have some 6-8s.
We'll get to the 6-8. We'll be the last one because it's a completely different feel, swingy feel to it. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
I had such trouble trying to figure it out.
Once you get into it, you'll be fine. So let's go ahead and do the single stroke roll together here. We'll warm up. Okay. If you have a hard side of your pad, you should be playing on the hard side if you have a hard side. And we found that out, someone found that out pretty quick, that it's an important thing to try to mimic that playing surface, because when you go to the drum, it's like playing on a completely different instrument. Okay, so remember, as we get quicker, we want to stay loose, let the sticks reverberate, that's the height. Stay loose. That's pretty cool. So at that top speed, what I want you to do when you get to that speed is look at your hands, and we're trying to get wrist at that speed, wrist movements, and assisted bounce, okay? As opposed to, okay, if I move my arms to do these, I've disrupted all that nice leverage that I've created, you know, from making a nice fulcrum. So I teach you nice fulcrums, and you guys get them, and then play for arms. Don't play for arms, let those sticks come up on you, okay? So let's do that again. We'll start at sort of medium speed. Lazy, try to bounce. I love doing that. So that's cool. While we're doing the single stroke roll, I'm just going to say that when we play single strokes, we generally don't play them that kind of long, unless it's for demonstration purposes or for practice. So when we do have applicable single runs of 5, runs of 7s especially, okay? So a run of 5 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand start, single strokes, alternating from right, ending on right. So it'd be let's play it together. 1, 2, ready, go. Rest, rest, dum, dum, bum, bum. Okay, so that's the right hand one. This is what everyone wants to play, and we play a lot of them. We might play an introductory beat into it, tit-tigga-digga-dum, tit-tigga-digga-dum, tit-tigga, but usually it's tigga-digga-dum as the base of it. We really play a left-hand start, but we're going to play it that way. We want to be ambidextrous. Yeah, ambidextrous. Ready, go. Oh, that feels so weird.
Especially starting with the roll, too.
Yeah. Cool. So we just keep that in the back of our heads. We will get to that where we're going to have a single run of 5. It's not listed in the rudiments. It's a movement. A movement. Okay, the double stroke roll. Mama, Dad, that's all right. There's a transition to bounce. You're gonna press down. We want to buzz quickly, we want to buzz slowly and even. Okay, stop for a second. So the change from playing each beat to see each being wristed to bounce, which is one movement down. And I'm bouncing, and as I move my hand back up, the second beat comes up. Okay, that's what we're looking for, a movement like da-da, to make it open, as opposed to this, which you think down. That's down only. You don't want to think down, you want to think loose and one fluid motion up and down, up and down. So, all right, let's do the same thing left hand. Same idea. Try not to play each individual beat. You're trying to let the stick bounce and catch it on your movement up, the second beat on your movement up. So, stop, that's slow motion, right? I didn't quite let that bounce quite that slow, but that's the idea. Loose bounce. Okay, it's going to come in handy down there. So that's this speed, right? So that the loose bounce, and then as you press down, yes, you do have to push down, and it does become more of a down thing as you get quicker. And then eventually that does roll. I don't want to, because that's not realistic of how we want to do it, you know? You want it slower. I think that's your idea, so that's cool. Let's just do from the buzz part and we'll try to come out of it. So that's always the most interesting spot, so. How are we going to do it? Good. There you go. So key in on the right hand. So we move from buzzes to opens. I think it's really the slow thing, the slow movements, and watching my hands and the slow movements always sort of helps me focus on my technique. You know, doing stuff slowly, and really see what's happening. Down quick, buzz, and then out. Catching. There's a lot that goes on. That's why it's the one that will be continuing. I mean, I still work on it. It's constant working on that particular move because it covers so much different technique. It's incredible. We did the buzz roll. Paradiddle. Check it. You can start this one, the paradiddle. We'll follow you.
Is it increasing
Yeah,
speed
we'll
on
go
this
from
one
slow
too?
and quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll do this. Almost played doubles there all the way through. Hey!
Hello?
Hi there, look at that stand!
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't get your chair. I forgot your
That's
chair.
okay.
Okay, let's stop for a second. So how does that relate to the first two, you know? How are we going to relate the techniques we worked on in the single stroke or in the double roll to the paradiddle?
You can shorten half of your set of strokes by bouncing that second half.
Yeah, that
on
second,
either side.
the second half of each move, of each handed movement is a
One
bounce
hand.
stroke, and that's why the loose bounce is important. Good to see you.
Hello.
Hello.
It's lovely to see you.
We had like a little bit of a
Sabbatical.
yeah, it was like a fall break.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
we didn't
'cause
have
you were-
lessons-
that's right,
We
you
didn't
were-
have any last week. you know?
Yes, that's right, that's
So,
right.
Anyway, we're back to it.
Great.
We were
Oh,
just-
that's right, everybody. Oh, good,
Oh,
good,
it
good.
was, yeah, you're like,
Because
oh my
I
gosh,
was out of town, so I thought
No worries.
I missed. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I am feeling better.
Great.
I'm definitely feeling better. So we're just going through some of we're up to the paradiddle in the rudiment list that we've been working on. I think you may have missed flam tap, I think, as
Yes.
far as in person goes.
Yes,
I
I used the
Yes, but,
Yeah, it's not the same.
no,
You're
you were
meant
pointing over there.
But you couldn't see
I
what it
couldn't
was
see it.
anymore. I don't have my second camera here. I need a little mirror or something.
Yeah, that'd be
And then it'd
great.
be backwards then. And then I have to have a lens in front of the mirror to, no.
Just a
Then it would be upside
just a
down.
fisheye lens.
And backwards. Anyway. All right, so we're on the paradiddle, paradiddle, right, start, right, left. So that's right, left, right, left, right. Okay, so as we were saying before, we have to be aware that as we go quicker, that it's a combination of what we learned in the single stroke rule, which is this open sort of bouncing, right? And then the second part, which is in the double, that open double. Right? If I was freaking it up, it'd be bounce, double, you know, and you just be quicker. So what we're working on is making sure that you keep your stick. What happened to your phone?
Oh, it's just a thing with cold weather.
Oh, I love the cold weather thing. I
I
was doing a lot of metal work today, and I swear, I scrubbed my hands. I could not get it clean. I'm like, how am I gonna get my hands clean? And then I haven't bought any of the like really good.
Don't, because
cleaners.
then you dry your fingers out.
Well, that's it, and then they crack.
And then they crack.
Already-
That's
well,
what this
already
is.
cracked here.
Leave them dirty.
Right, absolutely. The cracks are painful, they're painful.
Fingers. What if I put them in my ears? Then my ears will get dirty.
Hoof and ear disease.
Yeah. So, as we're saying, the bouncing, we want to make sure that we continue to work on getting that stick free, right? We want it to be free, meaning that it's open to bounce. You want to
Well,
make
I
sure.
was sort of practicing on it not bouncing.
I know you
because
are.
It's always bounces. It seems like the fallback is the bounce.
We want it to let it bounce. So we want it to let it bounce. And the idea is that you're controlling, it's a controlled bounce, really, you know? A lot of the movements that we're doing is controlled bounce. So we'll continue to work on it. I have, what I'd like to do, if you're willing, to get you sort of back in the same spot, because
Great,
they definitely moved, yeah. Not just because of you missing it, but he has experience, obviously, and he's had, musical experience, and his technique is working out pretty well. So we're going to continue. So I'd like to do, if you're interested, will you allow me to send you a invitation for some kind of like a Zoom thing?
Sure, love it. Yeah,
Yeah,
love
I
it.
mean, no charging like that. We'll just.
Well, I'm happy to pay.
No,
I
it's
would
okay.
love that.
I don't know if I can, actually, if I'm allowed to. Solicit, if I'm allowed to solicit individual lessons. I think there might be a rule about
There
that.
probably
Is there a
is,
rule
but
about that?
we won't tell.
Nah, it's okay, I'll just do it, we'll do it,
Don't
get you
ask,
worked
don't
up,
tell.
We'll get you worked up, so that,
That'd
the
be
main
great.
thing is that, it's just getting that right technique. If you don't get the right technique going, that's how you grip the stick, you're gonna be fighting it all the time, and you don't wanna do that, so. I hate when people have to fight with themselves. People are moving it forward.
That far back?
Yeah, we want it to be weight forward a little bit, so the idea is that when you open your hand up, so you have to let that stick be free, and then you put your hand back just a little bit, so that we get this stable, right? I'm gonna record first. So just let your, open up your index and your finger, right off the stick. You want it
You
to
go
be
this
that
far and it
free.
falls back.
Yeah.
It's uncontrollable.
Right now, I want you to.
That's why it's crazy. These sticks are so different
Put your
than
thumb
set
down on the
sticks,
stick.
because set sticks are just like the same diameter
And
all the
then-
way, and these just have so much ass weight to them. There's no other way to put it.
Right.
Once you realize how to balance it is one thing.
Yeah,
The
once
first
you-
4 weeks of doing this class, it was like just trying to figure out how to hold the damn stick.
That's it.
So there it
That's
is.
the movement, right? But I mean, there's more control than that, obviously, but that's the idea. That's the idea of multiple bounce. Now, if you can find a spot where it's just enough weight forward where it's gonna continue to go, that's your spot, Without inducing any kind of force at all, So that's really what it is. And yeah, we'll work on it. So if that's okay, I'm not sure
Yeah,
what's
go
gonna
ahead.
happen, but I'd like to have it happen you know, within the next few days, so I'll try to send something.
All right,
Tomorrow I've
great,
got
that'd be
admin day. A day of paperwork day, so I will send you a note.
Yikes.
So I like the idea that it was loose. If you drop
That
your
was
stick, you
really
know it's
loose.
loose. Seriously, I'm serious about that.
Wow.
All right, so here we are, we were up to buzz roll. Let's just, we'll kind of back up just a little bit here, do that buzz roll. Get ready to do buzzes over again. All right, so we're gonna do buzzes on each hand, right? Nice full buzzes, all right, and we'll work on that too, yep. So think of it as one movement down, as soon as that buzz is done, you can look at that. All right, same idea, as long as you can get it. Cool. Let's get them a quicker. So about this cadence. So if you play those now, someone did pretty well for conversion. More people. We'll work on the buzzes, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Don't worry, don't worry
That'd be
about it.
great. Thank you.
Paradiddle, we were doing that. Okay, flam, this is the new thing, so, I know you played flams before, You're fairly new to them, but you're getting there. So the important part with flams is that you're setting up properly. All right, so these are gonna be no buzzes, just single beats. One's a little tiny beat, and one's a big beat. So a little slow motion would be ka-dum. So boom, you know, the main beat is that second beat. And when it's notated, that main beat is a notated note. So not buzzers, just cut up, cut up, cut up, cut up. So I'm playing really open. I want to make sure that we're going in the right sequence. So left, right, and then right, left. Okay, so go together now with the right hand beat and the left hand main beat. So here's the other way that you can introduce flams is to do both sticks together. So it's the complete opposite of what I just showed you, but this is another way to explain to bring it up. You can do this, bouncing together, but looseness. You feel loose? That's the kind of looseness I'd like you to have when you're playing your flam. How much different is that? Not much different if you can get the sequence, right? So that's really it, flam. So if you can do this, you could probably do flams. You don't know it, but you probably can. You know, like you're probably tricked into doing it. You know? Trick your hands into doing it. But that's the other way to think about it. That looseness of bouncing. But then it has to be a sequence. Left, back and forth. So we will continue that. The thing we introduced last week was the flam tap, which is going to be a right hand flam, which is put up, and then a right hand tap, and then a left hand flam and a left hand tap. So this is this right here. If you want to see it, you want to play this. Oh, here, sorry. And this is in the book, and I'll send it to these.
I have the book. It's
Yeah.
in the, it's helpful if you say.
I
it
gotta
on
say
the-
what page
the
it is.
page. Yeah,
This is,
that would be
here,
helpful.
thank you for bringing that up to my attention. Page 37,
Great.
we're looking at C. No, we're not looking at C. Below C, the flam double. It's really a flam tap, I know he calls it flam double. But right flam, right beat. You want to get
Good ones, I get
your
them.
stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like right flam, right beat, pa, 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 I like to make it really exaggerated open just because it's so weird. Ka-la, ta, ka-la, ta, ta. It's almost like a new rhythm. Ka-la, ta, ka-la, ta, ka-la. Yeah. Okay, so every time you do a right hand flam, the next beat's going to be a right hand tap. Every time you do a left hand flam, the next beat's going to be a left hand tap. Yeah. So that's good. So that's good. We'll continue on that as we get up to speed. The invert of that is just the opposite. Tap flam. Okay, so what does that mean? On page, the same thing on page 37. A little couple lines down where it says tap flam. It's a right hand tap and a right hand flam. Now this is different. The left hand flam. doesn't feel
feels
quite,
weird as hell.
quite as bouncy, does it?
It's almost
It's
like they're crossing over.
pop,
Uh-huh.
pop, da-da. You know why it doesn't? Because the sequence of sticking is alternating. Right, left, right, left. So there isn't an opportunity to really do, I mean, there is an opportunity to do bouncing, but it's not until really up in a lot of speed. So this becomes very choppy sounding. So really quick to be. So I'm popping each one out, you know, it's a completely different here. Here's flam tap. Bounce, bounce, bounce. You know, it's a completely different feel and sound, right? I mean, so a completely different sound to it, you know. So don't see a lot of the tap flams coming up too much. 10 minutes.
Thank you.
He's got a, you guys can do it, tap taps. Can't keep track of it. He's going crazy with it. So within the tap, when we do those flams, taps and the tap flams, we also want to talk about them in their dot and cut version or swing version. So again, on page 37, flam double dot cut. So this is the flam tap, same thing, flam double, flam tap, dot cut. So now it's check, 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 check. So 1 and 2 and so it's the same as it is flam tap. Blah, 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 blah. So now there's not much time now to do that left hand beat and then that right hand flam, because now you've got two lefts that are right next to each other if you watch. Right there, and also there's a lot less space, and we notice that it's actually it's sort of easier to feel as you get the, especially if you're able to bounce things. So we'll also review that a little bit more. Even more weird is the dot and cut tap flam the other way around. Really weird feeling to it. You know, it just sounds as opposed to you know, it's just a strange punchy punch sound to it, which we're not going to use, but it's a rudiment that we have to learn. I'm sorry. So that's good. So we'll again review that, and I'll have assignment, you know, to go through this stuff. And so there are some exercises on the other page that I will assign to this week, but I'm not going to assign them right now. All right, let's get into the actual scores now. The 2-4 and 4-4. Did you get copies of that yet?
Is that this guy?
You want to? Do I have other copies?
They have no, they don't as well.
2-4.
I got this guy.
Nope. Yeah, you don't have these yet, so that's good. We're gonna have, so this was the introductory one for us to start learning the structure of the score, and where we learn that that basically they're in 4 or 8 bar pieces. You know, the cut. Actually, they should be 2 bar phrases, but so this is the actual scores that we're working on for the Gates band, and. Colin, you introduced them to the band last Sunday.
4-4.
The 4-4.
Everybody did great.
Good. And so we'll look at that first, the 4-4, which is the second piece here. So when we analyze it, I'm going to let you guys sort of. I'm going to give you this here. So when we look at the sheets, we're looking at 2 parts here, okay? We got the first line of, this is the 4-4, first line, second line, so you play the first line, second line, repeat, and then play it again. And then the second part 2, okay, third line, fourth line, repeat, play it again. Also within it, there's a new notation for people. This little bracketed area, when we explain that is part of the unison, meaning that the first time through the lead player will play alone here, then they will continue, but the core will join them in the bracketed area and stop here. Lead tip will continue to play through there, and then the whole core will join the lead tip and play the end. So it gives you variation in sound, in dynamics automatically, because you're just adding people, adding instruments, you know? So same thing happens in the second part. You'll play, the lead tip will play this, the unison part, the other drummers will join in, play it here, lead tip, unison drummers will play it. Now the second time through each part, we all play together. All right?
You're using the term lead tip.
Lead tip.
What is,
This young lady here is the lead person for that particular corps. So traditionally, the lead tip is someone who organizes the corps out, takes care of all the music, yells at people, tells people that they need to learn how to maintain their drum properly so they can keep it clean and tuned and all that sort of thing. I'm going through a lot of things now. They also have to negotiate with the pipe major constantly.
oh, there's a pipe major.
Yeah, the pipe majors that had poo-poo, that was Gary.
So that,
Glenn, sorry,
Yeah,
Glenn.
that's okay.
Is he back?
He's
Yeah.
back.
Wow, he just had shoulder surgery, right?
Yes.
wow. for
He
drum.
can't drive,
So,
but he can play his little flute there.
He can
so.
play his practice piano? No big part shot, though. His little-
I gotta take him home tonight. so.
Yeah.
He can't drive.
Oh, I see, you're the transport.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, thank you for transporting.
So it is between the lead tip and the
And
head pipe, who has,
They're constantly, organizing and keeping themselves in communication.
does one have the final say?
It depends on the particular organization. Some organizations will say the pipe major has the thing, in this case, the pipe major will have the final say. Usually it's,
Yeah.
the relationship between the pipe major and the drum sergeant or lead tip. Drum sergeant is really a term that most places will use, because it's a militant sort of thing. I don't know why lead tip came out, probably because it wasn't militant. The bands who didn't want to be military bands, they didn't want to use the terms, whatever. Anyway, usually the pipe major and the lead tip have a pretty good relationship, or they should, so it's usually not big.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
No.
Every once in a while, if there's something like that
Right,
going on,
yeah.
if there's something going on
There's
that needs to be
room for
attended to,
Right.
for the sake of the membership. That's just
Exactly.
my own personal opinion, but,
And Glenn and I usually talk every week about the upcoming practices, what we want to do.
yeah, they're the team. They're a teaching team, in
Yeah.
a sense. They're a teaching team for the group.
Yeah.
And they have, oftentimes the bands also have a manager who does the business part. I'm not sure if you guys have that or not.
We do.
Yeah,
Yep,
so,
that's Dave Rizzo.
so that's pretty typical, that, and then there'll be someone who has, signing powers and, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like any other organization is. There's
The
like-
leader.
There's gotta be some kind of leader, some kind of chairperson going on. Now they're, in the military area, just to say this, that the drum major is actually, would be the highest ranking officer, the drum major, not the pipe major, the drum major would be. But that never really works out, because the drum major usually is someone who either can't play, and I'm sorry, this is the truth, can't play, doesn't have the time to or whatever, but they usually have a good presence.
Mhm.
The peacock of the group, that's what I call it. The drum major, because a really good drum major can really be inspiring, actually,
Exactly.
very inspiring, especially if they're, if they have a good voice, like commanding voice, and they can flourish their mace, like they can do really work. There's some people that can do amazing stuff with maces. It's like basically baton twirling, but instead of being a baton, it's something that's 5 foot long. Spin on. You probably see it with marching bands.
Yeah, they have
Really
flags on the
peacocks,
end.
Good luck!
Where's he going?
He's got a meeting. His company's restructuring. It's like really.
Got it.
Instructional stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, that's sort of gives you an idea of structure. You should probably do is go to one of the practices and see how that.
Do more than
Oh,
one.
you should go.
Oh,
The
fun.
Sundays on
Sundays, yeah.
Sundays, right? Yeah.
Yep. So office hours are for like private lessons, and they start at 10:15. And then 11:15, we get with the drum line separately from the pipes.
Mm-hmm.
And we practice together as a line. And then 50 minutes later, we're with the pipes, and we do a little bit of table practice time. And then we get the pipes and the drums on, and then we practice all together.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, I mean, it's twice a
structured
thing.
very well.
There's
Yeah.
never any food available, ever.
Never.
There's never
No.
cookies or anything like that.
No
I'm sure there's
donuts,
probably
no.
nothing like that. So it's very, you know, communal, you know, it is
Yeah.
communal, yeah.
Yeah, it's just second family.
Yeah, it is, it
Yeah.
is like that kind of.
How many people come?
Oh, well, it depends on the day, but we have 50 people in the band.
Really?
It's a
Wow,
big
Yeah.
band, yeah.
wow.
Well, they have pipers, drummers, in the drum section, they have snare drummers, obviously, and then they have tenor drummers, which are, you go out, you can see what they do, and then there's a bass drummer, single bass drummer, so. And,
Wow.
you have color guard too, I'm assuming,
Mhm.
yeah, and there's
Color
color
guard
guard.
too,
Where do you practice?
Gates Town Hall
Oh,
on
cool.
Buffalo Road, yep, every Sunday,
Yeah.
except for holidays.
Right,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the most part.
probably
Unless
should
we
check
got
it out,
some-
yeah.
In the morning? Did you see it
Yes,
started?
yeah,
Yeah.
for your benefit, it would be 11:15, so you can come and see the drum line practice
Right,
and see how that goes, and then, see the band play afterwards.
Wow, I would love to do that. One of these Sundays, this one doesn't work.
right, yeah.
You're more than welcome.
That would be
Speaking
fun.
of dates, I'm in the process of registering for classes for the spring myself, like my own, you know, education stuff. And I may have a conflict on Thursdays, so before I go to the, talk to, whoever I would talk to here.
Dean?
Yeah, send an email to somebody. Before I talk to them about availability, switch around, I want to check with you guys and see first of all, we aren't talking until the end of January anyway. Would you be available, would anyone be available Mondays or Wednesdays? Or do you have conflicts Mondays or Wednesdays that might come into play? Same time, I'm thinking, but.
Tuesday's my conflict night, Monday's my best, Wednesday is,
Not so good.
not so good, but better
Couldn't
than
work,
Tuesday.
yeah, okay, so I'll look at Mondays, if that's okay, and I already talked, you know, like, you know, he knows what's going on, we've talked about that, and I tried to settle him down, he was freaking out about this meeting. I was telling him, at least it's not a Friday,
Yeah.
you don't want to have a Friday meeting.
No.
Friday meetings. I don't go to Friday meetings, if there's a meeting Friday, I'm not going.
Well, I think Friday meetings are great, because then the weekend's next,
Well,
all
usually
well
for,
and wait.
the bad part was this,
People are a little
for
relaxed.
restructuring, you don't want a Friday meeting.
You don't know, you don't wanna wait till Monday to
You
find
know,
out.
Friday meetings, if it's a restructuring meeting for a Friday, it means you're probably not gonna be there Monday. That's what it usually means, if it's a Friday meeting. I know, cause I used to run them. Terrible
That's the
meeting.
worst.
It's the absolute worst. Oh my gosh. All right, so, I'll look at Monday and I will talk with Gary here, Gary Palmer,
Okay.
and see what that availability is, and I'll keep you in the loop. I mean, if it doesn't work out, I talked to the instructor already, it's a lab, I have to, like, it's a lab course. I'll work something out. I think it's gonna be okay, so I'm fine with Mondays.
I can do Mondays.
Yeah, so
Or
we're
Wednesday.
okay, so I'll talk to you about
Tuesday.
availability of that, so, or any,
You're
as long as there's
As
no
long
more,
as it's not during the middle of the day, I'm
and
good.
as long as there's no hurricanes,
Exactly, I mean, then I'm screwed. I'm
Yeah.
out.
and then you no matter what day it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what day it
You
is.
went to Florida.
Yeah,
Wow, how was it?
it was interesting.
Wow,
They had some damage, but
some damage.
they're resilient down there. I'll give Florida a lot of credit.
Well, they used to
Good
it,
job.
thing,
Yep.
expected,
They do a good
although
job. Yep.
it tends to be-
Spent a lot longer times in Louisiana for storms of the same equivalent, so,
Wow. I
But-
would,
yeah. It's cool though. I mean, I feel bad for the people, but unfortunately disasters are gonna happen, so
Mark,
may as well go down and help out if I can. you know.
with
Great.
the El Nino this year, you may have a couple
That's
of
awesome.
snow
Oh, yeah.
issues this year up here, who knows?
Well, I work up in New England during the winter, so usually I get some work up there too,
Yeah,
which usually isn't as long, but.
no, once you get it cleaned out and they actually come back a couple weeks,
Exactly,
just to clean out the next one.
pretty much. All the nor'easters coming
Yeah.
through.
So we're gonna look at this mass band cadence. We had gone over the 2/4 and the 4/4, and we were gonna do the 3/4, but I wanna do the 4/4 first.
Okay.
Because we sort of do that, and we're gonna look at the 3/4. So you'll only be, after today, you should only be awareness-wise one score down.
okay,
And you get that caught up. You will
Great.
get that caught up for sure.
great.
So how do we start out this 4/4 mass band cadence? With a flam, right, so that's what the flam looks like, it also has an accent, so plop is my verbal term, plop, plop, and then what kind of roll is
Well,
after
the
that?
flam is for that little note with the one.
Right, these two together
That's the
are
flam.
considered the flam.
Okay,
Right, and then the next roll movement, what kind of roll is it? So So what I like to do is, we probably should be doing this on all the scores, writing down what kind of rule it is, 7-stroke rule. The next one's also a 7-stroke rule.
Mhm.
And then we have a flam, and then a triplet, and then flam again. Oh my gosh, it's exactly the same thing as the first one. So 7-stroke rule, 7-stroke rule. Well, then that last rule, what is that one?
13 stroke.
A 13. Did you write it down, or do you remember it?
No, I just don't want to write it down. I want to be able to recognize it.
Well, you gotta write it down. So how do I know that?
Yes,
All
right,
right.
yeah.
Because
the end of
when
the
you go
band.
to the 7-stroke rule, it starts on the right, ends on the left, and this is the shortcut notation, or the shorthand notation, if you want to call it that, of this. Buzz, 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 tap. Here's the buzz strokes. Buzz, 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 tap. Right, left, right, tap, and a little triplet above it. So that's the actual rhythm of that rule, that 7-stroke rule. So,
What makes it 7 strokes?
well, each buzz is counted as 2.
Got it.
Because
okay.
in its
Oh,
open
got it.
form, without buzzes, it would just be double. Sorry. 2, 4, 6, 7. And then buzz, that's how we know it's a 7.
Got it.
Because each buzz equals 2, yeah. And that's for all rolls.
That's great.
We always count about how long is that stroke. So the character of the roll is, there's 3 parts to it. What hand does it start on? What is the rhythm of the roll, right? And what is the numerical value, right? And those things are all tied together, you know, to give that proper answer, you know? To find out what kind of roll it is. So when we do the 7-stroke roll, it's buzz, buzz, tap, buzz, 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 tap, and those are actually 2 right-hand 7-stroke rolls. Buzz, 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 tap, buzz, 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 tap.
Great.
Get your pen.
Oh, okay. Is this
So
mine?
I always share my pencil with you.
Thank you.
Constant. I should bring another pencil. Actually, I have I call
I
them
have-
digital pencils, like the little ones you they're really fine tip. I freaking break them all. Stop, up, and it's like, poop,
Oh, yeah.
beep, 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 poop. Had a really nice drafting pencil that finally ran out of lead. I just haven't had the time to go and buy lead. Who buys lead for pencils?
Wow,
You
it
know?
does.
Nobody does. Yeah. That's a great pencil. It's like nice steel, and it's got a really thick, like it's got lead in it like that, like
Okay.
really heavy lead.
Like a
And you can
point
sharp. I got a drafting sharpener, it'll hold it, so you can go, and then you break it anyway. So 7-stroke roll, buzz, 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 tap, buzz, 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 tap. Another way to represent that would be like this. I could just right up above here, buzz, 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 tap. And if you look at the 7-stroke rule movement in the book, it'll also show you that buzz, 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 tap. So this is a right 7. Then the left would just be the opposite. Left hand start left, right. The other way around. I don't think there's any left-hand 7-stroke rolls in the score. I'm pretty sure they're all right. What
The
is
only
that
ones
all
I
about?
saw
What
were,
is
you
it?
know,
It's like the world is all right-handed or something. So let's do that first measure. Jump, buzz, buzz, up, buzz, buzz, up, plop, da 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 da. Ready and a go. Okay, and for now, as you're learning the flam again, because you're just getting the flam, just omit the flams, just play the taps. Play the tap of the flams, and we'll get your spot up, so it'd be like, jump. And that's how I would suggest introducing that to individuals who also are maybe having difficulties with flams. So just remove the flams.
Yep.
Just put, it's gonna sound good together anyway.
Do I think I'm okay with
No,
that?
yeah, you get used to it, man. It's up to you. All right, start to again. 2, and ready, and go. Then we do it again, and then we do it
Wow.
again,
Very cool.
and then we play the end, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and. You didn't play your and beat. Is there an and here? Yeah, there is. Yeah. So that and is actually an introductory beat into the next,
Well, it's a repeat.
into the repeat or the next part, right?
So you only play it the
it's-
first time, right?
We play it all the way through the thing. You don't play it the last time.
Right.
Just the last time. In other words, when we finish, we don't play the beat. The pipes will end. Da da dee cuck. No, we don't play that. I mean, you could
I
if
think
you
it's
wanted to. Just do it as a rim shot, and you do it really.
A rim shot.
All right, so we're going to play that phrase 3 times, and then we'll play that last measure as that tap buzz, 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 that. All right, and that 13 stroke rule, I'm gonna break that out. So you can get, this is the 13, would be buzz, 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 tap. And that's the way to look at that. So now you're looking at the rhythm of the rule. 3, 3, 3. So that is that.
Derek, I got a drum for you at the Gates Town Hall.
I heard it was
Buzz, 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 tap. So-
This guy.
Yeah, just that
So
rule movement.
excited.
yeah.
I'm very excited. I
Let-
can't wait.
so just that last
I'll be there
measure?
100% this week. A
Awesome.
million
Here
percent.
we go. Last measure. 2 and ready and go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and we get back into it, all right? All right, so let's do
Love it.
the whole first part, all right? Ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and triple. Bumper, one more time. And the ending 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and we go back into it. So these guys have been playing this for 2 weeks now, so really,
Gotcha.
it's really.
Okay.
But now you can see that the sequence is pretty. It's not.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's not hard. It goes. Which I'm doing.
Can we play that on drum? I
Come out on
really
a-
can't.
you
I'm
can't
excited.
play that on drum?
No, I can't wait to.
Oh, okay.
It's-
Well, you gotta come out on a Sunday first.
I'll be there this week.
Oh, there you go. How many drums do you have? You gonna get more drums
We
eventually?
might, I hope so. That'd be a good problem to have.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think who's got some Andantes around. Used Andantes.
I went to Cadence drum today and I got this. I was talking to the guys.
How much
You guys
did-
should really start thinking about stocking things like this because honestly, the pipes band is right down the road. We practice on Sundays and I haven't
Right.
started yet, but I'm trying to sell
She
them.
knows him. I mean, she knows
Do you?
him pretty well.
Well, Dick Hoppy and
Yeah.
the dad.
Well, yeah.
I got this for
The
25
older-
bucks.
that His son,
I
did you
don't-
see the son?
I don't think it's-
Yeah, the son is the one who I always deal with pretty
I don't think
Okay.
his son is of the same character as his dad. From what his dad is pretty, or is his dad alive still?
Yes.
Yeah, he was like everything. He was like marching band Rochester.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got
For
my
years.
first 2 kits from him as a kid.
Oh,
I
nice.
mean, 1995 and 1996.
Oh,
So I
As a
started
kid.
shopping there years ago. Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Where was this? Where is this?
Cadence. music.
Cadence music.
Is
Is that the
West,
one in the
was it
mall?
Westmart?
No,
It's in-
no.
Yeah.
Where the
Oh, it's in
old
Westmart
Westmart
Plaza.
Plaza.
Yeah.
Next to Mark's,
Yeah.
near Mark's Pizzeria.
Across from the Garden Center.
Is it the one
Yes.
it goes all the way back and it's just totally drums?
Probably.
Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
Totally drums.
Yes.
And
Yep.
there's some guy who.
Yep, it's
Yeah.
cadence music, but it's really cadence drums.
And there's
Yeah.
like two
Two
sides
sides.
to the,
Yep,
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah,
yep.
I was
His
there.
dad ran, what did he run? He ran the Rochester, did he run not Rochester Lancers, the Crusaders?
Crusade.
Crusaders,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
which was a big time, like,
What
high level.
He had a
Crusaders?
color guard
yeah.
as well.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Drum
yeah.
and bugle band.
Oh, I remember.
Really, really
this.
good, yeah, really good. So, anyway. Yeah, so where were we? Oh, last part, okay, we played that whole part through once. Let's play it with the repeat. Now, let's add in the unison part. So we're not gonna play, we're gonna let Colleen's gonna play the lead or drum sergeant part, lead tip. So she'll start out, we'll join her here, we'll stop on that flam, and then we'll join her for the ending. Then on the repeat, we'll all play together. Okay? So that's a whole new flavor to it.
Right. And in the Gates band, to cross-train everybody, I like to have the lead tip switch.
Yeah, everybody play it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
so everybody has a chance.
Because you never know who's not gonna be there.
Exactly,
That's a
because
good point.
I'm not at every event, so.
That way you
Yeah.
can't say,
Yeah.
you can't say,
I didn't know.
oh, I don't know. how to play
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Right.
You did. We all
Oh,
heard.
yeah, yeah, you
Yeah.
do, because you play every week, you know you do.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, from the beginning. I'll let you call it off, just go right into it.
1, 2, ready, go.
Oh my God, can you start again? I can't believe you messed it up already.
1, 2, ready, go.
Okay. Together. Good. Now here's the good news. To learn the score, you only need to learn one more measure of music, because the rest is all repeat. And that is the beginning of part 2. jumper, upper, so same roll movements, right? Flam, right stroke 7, right stroke 7, and then different rhythm. So that's and 2, and 3. Ba 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 ba. It's kind of like do 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 do, kind of jazzy.
Yes.
Ba, 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 ba. All right, so let's try just that one measure. So we're at part 2, measure 1. 2 and ready and go. Ready and go. And ba 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 ba. So that would be counted out. 1 and 2 and 3 and
Was,
and then 4 E and.
were people playing the flam? I didn't hear the flam
We
at
were
all.
where we should have been, yeah. Jumper,
That's what I wasn't sure.
da 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 da. Let's try that. I mean, I messed it up. 2 and ready and go. Okay, so 3 times in a row this time, and then the ending. 2 and ready and go. This time you get to play lead,
Yes.
and we will play the unison portion. I'm not going to pressure you.
Just the second half?
Not quite ready.
Second part, yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Could do, could do.
1, 2, ready, go.
Nice. Hold on. Cool. So that's nice. So this
I couldn't resist.
everybody wants to do that. It's-
Can't help it.
Right.
We'll have to do
If there was,
something fun
if
this
there.
summer.
there was a second ending, right,
Every
and then
time.
we would
Yeah.
do it, but I don't know a lot
We'll
about
clap.
pipe band drummers are so
Something.
just lazy about their notation. I mean, it should have a lot of stuff in here that's not in here. Like
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
second
written.
ending, it should be a second ending without that little note. Oh my gosh. Well, there probably is another way to notate. I just don't know. It's not my music.
So awesome. I'm getting used to seeing it this way.
I know.
The old school style with the R's and the L's
Yeah,
underneath. and
yeah. Wait you go back.
I don't want to.
No, but you will. That's gonna happen. You will. And I'm like,
At least
it takes so
everything,
long to switch over for me, you know?
at least everything beat and spacing and notation wise is the same. It's just
Right.
that silly up and down. But
Yeah.
now I'm used to the up and down. Now if I look back to the R and L's, I'd be lost
Yeah,
again, to be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. So, obviously, we need to mimic how we would go into this for an actual, with a piper, you know? So, how do we do that? We do there's an introductory roll-off, basically, a roll-off. Or it starts the bag, because the bagpipes have to have something they need to do prior to them making sound. They gotta fill that bag full of air, and then they strike it, and the drones strike in. They get it underneath their oh, it's like, where is that coming from? And then they get it underneath underneath their arm, put the other hand down on the chanter, and play E, strong and pure tone, perfect tone. No, it's supposed to be like.
Of course they
E bum bum ba da dum ba da dee dum bum da. Right, Song of Brave, very popular. So this will fit to that, but we're gonna play it a little bit slower than that. So what do we start out with that roll? What kind of roll is that?
25.
We never wrote this. We didn't write any of the rolls down here. 5, 7, 13, and 25. Those are the different roll movements. Oh my gosh, 25. How am I gonna count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 strokes times 2, 26, minus 1,
25.
25.
This is tap.
Well, the last beat's a tap. The rest are all buzzes. So, buzz, 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 tap. Triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it, tap. That's how we think about it. So an even sound and not that sound. You know what I'm talking about? There you go. See, he put a little.
I was just trying to.
Which is, people do that, you know, but we want to try to avoid that if we can. Just be as if you were taking a piece of paper and just tearing it.
The accent. I have a hard time with not accenting that. It's tough. It's
It
hard.
is, yeah. Well, the beat's there, and you want to be there for it. So you just have to make it like a ghost, make a ghost note.
It's almost like you got to try and play that one extra soft
Yeah.
in order not to overcompensate.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So let's play that introductory roll twice, okay? Buzz, 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 stop. There, we're ready and go. Boom, boom, boom. So it plays 1, 2, 3, rest on 4. 1, 2, 3, rest on 4. And bump! And we start our tune. That's how we get into it. Because the pipers are like standing there, they get to blow their bag up while we're doing the first roll, then they strike in on the second roll. Very exciting for them. And scary as
Very
hell.
exciting.
And very scary. And we're just like, love watching them fall apart at the beginning. No, you
Why
don't.
is it scary?
It's just, you know.
In case it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen sometimes. Sometimes they just, you know, the drones are a single reed instrument. It's a cylindrical single reed instrument on the drones, and it's a double reed on the chanter part of it. So the drone ones, new drone reeds are mostly plastic, so they're pretty stable. They used to be a cane, made out of cane,
Oh,
like the
and
reeds are.
great.
Well, not only that,
Shatter.
but also just like depending on that particular piece of cane,
Right.
it can react a lot differently. So pipers are constantly farting with playing with their reeds, you know, when they want to be
Always
balanced,
waiting for them.
constant. So that's what you know, a lot of waiting around. You know, like most drummers, all drummers do the same.
Yeah.
Whether you play rock or anything.
It's all right. Just hang out.
I don't think there's any idiom where drummers don't just wait for the rest.
And they're usually telling us to shut up because we're in the background or doing
They're
stuff like
working on their
this.
melodic stuff. We're like, we got
Can you guys shut up?
True, it's true, it's true.
Okay, so we're gonna try to finish up, and we're not gonna do this before. We're gonna finish up on the 4/4 and play it a couple times, and then I will introduce the 3/4 in a video.
Great.
All right, so we'll make sure that's done. All right, so let's play the introductory rolls and go right into it. It's gonna sound like this. Instead of going 1, 2, ready, go, we're gonna go by the right, quick march, which is the command that either the pipe major or drum major might say to start the band out. So be by the right, rest, quick march. First roll, second roll. E. That's what it's gonna sound like. E. E. Actually, punch higher. Okay, here we go. Nice and slow. By the right. Quick. March. Rest. And go. Down. Go all four together. And then repeat. Second part. Sorry. Same old. Okay. Repeat. Nice job. I haven't seen the song. No, I should have sung the song along with it. I was looking at your, are these the same models? No.
Perfectly vague.
No idea.
Perfect.
No idea.
Well, we're all rooting for you.
It's gonna be exactly what I thought it was gonna be, and it'll be huge, but it might be as soon as tomorrow, and it might be
2 years from
Thursday.
now. Oh.
2 years from today.
That's usually what the corporate world is. Could be tomorrow.
6 weeks. I'm gonna stop this here.
Yeah.
You sure you gonna stop streaming?